My titty shorts.
Hi, and welcome to Soulful.
I so want to apologize. My extreme apologies. I
They
thought
probably
you
didn't
was.
catch it.
I thought you was gonna tell us. We go.
Jay, I just know that you just I already started with the food. It's all good.
Oh, really?
We was talking about something totally different. Hi, I'm Janet. I'm sorry.
I'm Toya, and I'm not sorry.
I am the other Toya, and I just love both of these ladies.
Oh, so that was a setup? Was that?
No.
Oh, because
No.
payback is a Mickey freaky. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Oh goodness.
Well,
Hey everybody. Welcome to
watch.
Soulful. We're so glad that you are here and that you're here. Thanks for joining us today. Hey. So today is definitely a girl chat. We are just coming out of an event, very I don't know. I don't even know how to express it. Explain it, Toya. It just is taking a lot of energy out of us just to provide support for this event. And I think this is really going to be kind of like a venting session. Is that okay? No.
Listen, this is what this platform was all about. Listen, when we first decided to make this platform, it was a venting session. We had some issues going on that we needed to talk to each other about. We needed to talk and work these things out, and that's what this platform is all about. So yes, we're going to talk about it today.
Awesome. Janet.
I'm not venting. Well, maybe I am a little bit. I'm
Okay.
venting with StreamYard and Facebook or
Well, that's all
Metaverse
right.
or whoever you want to be. The blue people. Yeah, that's who I'm venting with. Mhm.
That's the blue people.
Yeah. Ain't they color blue with the little F in there? Yeah.
Okay. All right. We got you. Okay. Well, yeah. So welcome to Girl Chat, guys. So we will still do what we normally do out here, and that is what you're working on. We'd love to know what you're working on. Toya, what you working on, sis?
Well, what am I working on? I am still settling in here in the great state of Florida. I'm still settling in, getting stuff changed over, handling little errands and stuff like that. They're trying to get me to go to the gym. We won't be having this like that. I mean, one day, not today, but one day.
Awesome.
y'all see my beautiful chocolate tan? Boy, I'm really extra out here, just extra sexy, extra.
Sextra and
Yes.
chocolate tan. Thanks.
Yes. That's what I'm working on. I guess I'm working on my tan.
Awesome. Janet, what you working on, sis?
Well, I mean, she over there working on tans and not going out. Well, all right then. I am working on. Oh, see, this is life. This is life when you got the grandbaby right next to you. She want to be a part of the show so bad, but she's not clothed. I don't know why, but I know Toya is about to say, well, she take it from her grandma. So I'm gonna just leave that alone. But anyway, what I'm working on is metaverse and these new classic page experiences when they don't sync. That's what I'm working on.
Got it. So as we do here, we have this live show. I have a couple of live events for Juneteenth that's coming up. We have some virtual events that are happening prior to Juneteenth. So we are working on getting set up for those events. That's what I'm working on. So guys, we would love to hear what you're working on. Share it in the comments. We would love to know what you're working on today. Awesome. And yeah, today is a girl chat. So let's get into it, guys. What we got? Go ahead, Toya. What we got?
Okay, so let's talk about first thing off, preparing for Murphy's Law, because Murphy's Law says anything that can happen will happen, right? And that's what we should be doing when we are taking on new projects that we know may be a little shaky. But the whole point of our talk today is to let you know that as the expert, if you feel that the request that your client is asking for will not produce the result that they think it's going to produce, and you have won them, well, the cards will lay where they may when the deck gets dealt. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So Toya, explain what happened to bring us to this subject.
Okay, let's see. Well, guys, let's first just say hi. I know Mama Dorch is here with us. Hey, Mama Dorch. So glad that you are here. So glad you're here. Hey, Miss Mama Whitaker, how you doing? We're glad that you're here too. Thanks for joining today, ladies. We really appreciate you. We'll love to know what you're working on. Feel free to share that in the chat. And Mama Dorch, you're not too late. We're just starting, so you are right on time. Hallelujah. Glad that you're here. Yeah, and can we just say that Janice heard that red is popping, sis. I love your hair. That is gorgeous. Love it, love it, love it.
Well, thank you very much. And I'd like to say your scarf is quite nice. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And it accents your glasses, and you got on a little lip gloss. It'd be nice if you dress up like that more often instead of coming in all raggedy looking.
She can't be all the way nice to me. She can't. Well, that was never so I'll take it. I'm gonna take it. Thank you.
I am all the way. Never mind.
Awesome. All right, guys. So we are one of the things that we do at Go Giga is that we produce live events, right? And as event professionals, sometimes you know, the client may have expectations, and it's important that you make sure that the client has realistic expectations based on the budget, based on the timing, based on a lot of different factors, you know. And so we decided to take on a project that we foresaw maybe some issues. And so since most of us are, you know, professionals, we're either virtual assistants or business owners, this is really just kind of eventing, but really just kind of sharing to help you prepare, especially if you're new at any type of business. If it's something that you haven't done before, make sure that you enlist some experts so you can get some understanding how to do something. If you are an expert and you decide to work with folks that have expectations, like I said before, and they want things to go a certain way, but they don't have budget, they don't have a lot of things, it's very important that you let them know from out of the gate what they're putting themselves, what situation they're putting themselves in. And as the provider, you have to decide if you want to be in that situation with them or not. So let me explain to you from my experience. It really just depends. Sometimes I'll do it. Sometimes I will do it just because I want to be helpful. But understand, if you're dealing with someone who doesn't have the budget, doesn't have the manpower, doesn't understand the tech of what's happening, you yourself put yourself in a situation where you are going to have unnecessary stress. Literally, in our business, we do projects and they're fun. That's one of the things that people love about us when we do projects. Oh, they're so fun, they're so warm. It's because we love what we do. We know what we're doing and we enjoy it. But when you take on some of these projects, when people don't have the budget and this, that, and the other, you will most likely 100% of the time, is that okay to say, have some stress that you normally wouldn't have had you done things in the utilizing the requirements that you normally would have. I hope I'm not confusing people, but I just in this current event that brought us to wanting to kind of vent, we decided to take on a project. We made very crystal clear to the client what they're putting themselves in, some of the things that can happen. It's very important that you do that, so you are covering yourself. We created diagrams. We showed them, if you use this, that, and the other, you have all these check marks. This will make the event go great. But if you use this, then these are all of the Wild Wild West areas that come about. And in our particular case, the Wild Wild West happened. And go ahead, Toya.
The Wild Wild West happened. Like I said, Murphy's Law said anything that can't happen will happen. And it did. It was crazy. But I mean, it kind of was inevitable. It was going to happen. So the thing about it is we had people bombing our show. Like, you know how you have somebody photobomb you? Think about if you were in the middle of a presentation, somebody photobombed some mess up on your screen. Like, real mess. We talking about X-rated mess. It was horrible.
The reason why that happened is because there was no constraints, there was no control. Anybody had the ability to come in and out of the event, and the way that it was structured, we had to leave it open like that. So for me, the moral of the story for me is do things right. Had the client took our advisement and did it the way we told them to do it, they would have had control of the event, and all of these variables couldn't happen. I can't tell you exactly what happened because I just don't think that's appropriate, but yeah, it's important to be an expert at what you do so you can tell people exactly, be able to give them realistic expectations. I'm glad in this case that because of our experience, we were able to tell them weeks ago, if you do it this way, this is what you expect. So when we had the debriefing meeting, they had, all they could say was thank you to us. We told them, you know, even though some things went terribly, they could only have gratitude to us because we told them that this could happen. But we decided that we would help them anyway. But we told them that what could happen.
And although this is, you know, we're talking about, you know, live stream producers, this goes across the board to any industry. Me, myself, I've had similar issues with clients in the beauty industry. They would like it to go one way, but they want to cut corners and do it a certain way, trying to get the same outcome. And as the expert, I'm saying, no, I don't think that's going to work that way. I suggest this way. But if they're pushing, this is their business. You know, I can't tell you how to run your business. I'm just giving a suggestion. And if you came to me as the expert, then you should take my advice. But I can't make you. So, like I said, the cards will lay where they lay when they're dealt. And that's what you have to be strong enough to stand behind your word that you said, listen, I told you. And thank God that, you know, we have, you know, Makia Johnson, and she was on top of that. Like, you will not do us that way. We told you from the beginning. And I'm very appreciative of her, you know, standing those grounds like that. Toy did the exact same thing too. It is what it is. And we want you to do that for your business as well. Share something in the comments where you've had, you know, that client push back on you when you know in your expertise that probably wouldn't work. We would love to hear those stories.
Yeah. And in the tech field, tech is pretty black and white. Either it's going to work. For instance, Facebook works a certain way. You know, there's things that I just don't expect. I don't expect Facebook to work in some ways that maybe, you know, TikTok did back then. I don't have the expectation because I know Facebook works the way it does. TikTok works the way it does. And I don't try to make a platform work in the way that it doesn't. So if you're working in tech, remember that the tech does what it does, you know, and that's what it is. And so that's an example. It's tech, but anything in your virtual assistant, you do what you do. You do email marketing and you do it beautifully. Don't let a client or anybody try to make you or try to change the way you do it, because what you do it well, right? So, you know, this, again, my takeaways from I learned from this experience, and like many, you know, you stand behind what you stand behind, which is yourself. And you know, you do great, and that is all. And then make sure you give people realistic expectations. If they want you to do something that you don't typically do, let them know what that is. Hey, I'll try it, but I've never done it before. So, you know, it is what it is. You know, so okay, let's see. Mama George has something here to say to us here. She's talking to you, Janet. Just try and have fun this summer, in the summertime. Awesome. And it's like leaving to the well, but you can't make them drink, especially when you tell that it's not going to work. When they didn't listen to you, now they say what they should say. Now they say what could. Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm. That's right. You know, and what do you guys think? You know, I don't feel bad about taking on the assignment because, again, we expressed them exactly what could happen, and I knew that would be some stress. For me, that's case by case. I won't always take on clients like that, but I wanted to be supportive in this particular event. But it's a decision you have to make. If you know what you know and you decide to take on a client like that, understand actually even your well-being, like the stress, you may have longer nights and all that kind of stuff. So just keep that stuff in consideration. Does that make sense? Yeah.
What's your take, Janet? You've been quiet today.
Yeah, girl.
I understand this.
I mean, I had that, whether it's tech or in-person event. I had just an event just the other day, and I foreseen some things, and I mentioned you might want to have this certain loophole in here just in case. And a just in case came in, and there was no loophole.
Mhm.
And so we ended up suffering for that no loophole. So whether it's on the internet or in person, if your forte or your expertise is X, Y, and Z, and you offer, hey, I think or I suggest. I mean, you can't stop someone from running the business how they want to run their business, but you can let them know, I see you going this way. Might want to turn back or make sure you got some extra precautionary going this way because you might experience a bump or an avalanche or a landslide or
Don't
whatever.
know. Wild
And
Wild
yeah,
West.
yeah, and
Yeah.
then you won't be prepared for it. And then sometimes, depending upon what you experience, it can throw you back further than where you need to be. So,
Mm, yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
I'm so glad that our experiences have made us experts at what we do. You know
I
that.
don't know if I'm no expert.
Janet, you know how long you have been doing events?
Baby.
You
I think
know
I'm
how
knowledgeable. I don't know about no
you
expert
have
yet.
traveled all around the world doing these, like literally all around the world. You are definitely an expert at doing these events.
She
Yeah.
took me on not
I
one of
can't
these
wait.
all around the world
Hopefully,
trips.
one day we get to go to Dubai with Janet. I mean, one of these years.
Actually, we do have a trip going to Dubai next
Hmm.
year.
Yes.
Yes, and I will share the information with you all so that you can get on the bandwagon.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Oh,
Well, everybody, he's the
Toya gonna
girl.
buy a lot of head wraps over
I
there.
am. Because all I can do is just pop them on. Just like that.
Oh, wait,
Just like that.
you supposed to wear that stuff in Dubai though.
Yeah, I said she's gonna buy a lot of them because she gonna
Right
wear
there in
them
Dubai.
right back.
That's right. I'm going to buy in Dubai.
All
All of
right,
them.
all right, all
Every
right.
color.
Toya. You have a little bit over what? Yeah, Toya Glenn, not Latoya, because she can. You have a little less than 100 days to get your drinking up. September is fast approaching.
Yes,
This is
ma'am.
your first warning.
Thank you, Captain.
Okay, all right,
Right.
okay. Mhm. See, I'm advising you now, and I'm suggesting you get yourself together so we
Yes,
won't
ma'am.
have no landslides.
Yes, ma'am. Mama George, I'm with you. Yes, we are growing. We appreciate that. And you're right along with us learning. Yes, yes, yes. And we appreciate you.
I
Yes,
agree with you, Mama George.
absolutely.
Well, we did say it would be short and sweet. We have come from a very long and eventful day, and as you can see, we have learned. So it's now it's time when you go rest the body. When you've done a day like today, you need. This girl is playing her toys like no tomorrow.
That's
You
all
need to
right.
go and rest. Those of you like myself who might need a little cocktail or a glass of wine, you go, you eat, you relax, you lay down, and you just prepare yourself for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Everything that we experience is a learning experience.
I
And
drank
all
water with lemon, Mama Whitaker. Water with lemon.
she act like that's something new. What you trying to tell us, Latoya?
I'm just
I'm
saying. She said, make sure you eat hearty when drinking, ladies. And I'm
Yeah, but you say you drank water with lemon. Are you
I'm
trying to say
letting her know
like
what I drank. I might
uh,
come to her house and
uh
she offer me a drink. I drink
okay.
water with lemon.
I thought she was trying to be funny about me drinking alcohol because
Why would I do that, Janet? Why
I
would
was
I do
gonna
that?
lay it into her.
She
Yeah.
was ready.
Mm. Well, Mama George, I mean, excuse me, Mama Whitaker, I'm going to eat hearty and drink hefty. Yeah.
So awesome. Well, guys,
All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Like I said, this was just a small little cat. We thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and meet us right back here every Tuesday at 6 p.m.
Yes, yes. And we're getting ready for the VA World Conference. Don't miss it.
don't miss it. VAWorldConference.com. Do not miss it, guys. Yes, yes, yes. Have a good
Have a
one. See you
great
next
night.
Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi, and welcome to Soul to Pulse.